Hi gamers, mums and dads, welcome to Cridler Gaming. Today we are looking at the stretch goals prestige missions because they are quite tough. In fact, they've got to be the hardest missions that Fortnite have ever put out. We don't actually have a deadline on when to have to do them by, but here's a couple of tips on how to get them through them as quickly as possible. The first one is easy. If you press A on any of the ones, this on Xbox, you can put party assist on, and that will any person in your party that does damage in this case will add to your bonus. So 800,000 XP. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually try and get all of these right near the top, wait for a sort of an XP weekend where it's double, triple XP, and hopefully then that will triple up the 800,000. I'm not sure if it actually counts or not, but that's the plan. So there's two ways I've got of doing this. The catch weapons from fishing spots and the outlast opponents. Those two I am doing on solo, and I'm heading down to the same island each time, catching a load of fish, and then when I've caught the fish, then finish off playing the game when the storm gets too close. For damage to opponents, all of these specialists and eliminate opponents, I am using Team Rumble. What I do is I stay on the bus, wait for the circle to be formed, then dive into the circle, grab a shotgun, an AR, an SMG, a sniper if I can find one, and then take people out with one weapon. When the specialist thing pops up, drop the weapon and move on to the next one. So start with a shotgun and then work on to an AR, then the SMG and the pistol. I found that explosives doesn't always work, especially not with the grenade launcher at the moment, but a sniper one headshot and then that's done, so you only need to do that once. We can see we're just ahead. A pistol seems to be slightly ahead. We've been doing this for 2 days now, so we're nearly halfway on eliminate opponents. So it's a lot of grind, but hopefully in terms of the levels that you get, you will see big rewards. Now whether being level 300 or 200 or 400 makes any difference, we shall soon see, but at the moment it's just about grinding away. So I'll quickly show you the island for the fishing. So on solo, even if you float down the island's a long way away and you're fishing and someone takes you out, you still get 50 opponents that you've outlasted. And then if you can catch 2 or 3 fish per game, I know it's 250 and that's 100 games, but most of these challenging you need to play 100 times to complete them. On the damage to opponents on Team Rumble, if you have a good game on that, it's 3,000 damage you'll do. So that's 300 of those, or if you do 2,500 damage, you still got to do that 100 times to actually meet these goals. So they've set us a decent task. It'd be nice to know when the deadline is. If it's tomorrow, I'll do something else instead. But I think we've got about 2 or 3 weeks at least to do them. So the island I head for is this one here. I'm still on the bus at the moment, I'll just go down to that one there. So I'll put a marker down and we'll fly in here. Now there's a little pier at the end, and there's usually 2 or 3 fishing spots, and nobody really comes to this island. You might get the odd bot floating down, so you can add to your eliminations, but it's pretty safe, especially when it's a long way from the bus. So we're just floating in now. I do like the glider thing just to the left of the map, showing you when you're going to actually pop the glider on, as is on random at the moment. So here's that little island off the bottom of the map. You can see there's a few houses, but right at the end here you'll see to the left of my marker there's a little pier, and while you're floating down you can have a quick look to see where the circles are for the fish. So there's one right underneath, there's one there, cool, there's a couple over on the left, sometimes there's one on the right, not this time though. So just go to the end of the pier, grab a fishing rod, and then just get as many as you can before the storm comes and takes you. Bit unlucky on this time, the circle's not too far away, but we're not in it for the win, pretty much in it for the fishing. So we got one straight away, that's a bit of luck. So as we flew down we saw there's a couple more fishing spots around here. There's usually about 4 or 5, and there's a chest usually by that container. So already down to 67 people left, so that's 33 on the other challenge. If you catch lots of these fish as well, you can still fish when the storm's in, just keep eating one every now and again. After I've done this river, usually I follow it up here, and then you've got the big lake around here that you can fish for. You tend to get taken out then if you're just fishing, but in this area here there's plenty of spots too. Top 50, all we've done is fish. It's 50 towards our outlive opponents company now, but we're already 67 above. Looks like a bot anyway, or maybe not. Do a headshot. Hey, only 100 though. 200 for the sniper. 250 for AR and shotgun. It's about 10 fishing holes so far. We've only got 2 weapons. Oi, 3, super. 4, 2 in a row, that's what we want. Keep going. Another one. Hat trick? No. Someone has usually sniped me by now. Get quite a lot of XP for fishing as well. It's up to 48 now. 50's 20% of the way, so it'd be nice to get 2 more. Just pretty much fished out then, so we start on this island at the bottom right and walk our way around here. Usually a chest there and a chest on the bridge here, and then walk to about here, cut across the corner, and then you've got lots of fishing to do in here. By that time the storm's pretty much come in. You can eat fish and stay fishing. You can eat fish and then stay fishing while the storm, even if the storm takes you out with 10 left, it's still 90 people for the other mission. If you come second or first, there's 1 difference on the mission. You don't get any bonus for coming first place. Although quite oddly yesterday, 2 fishing missions we ended up with a win. Yeah, that's my thing. 204. Thank you. Oh, referee. Okay, solo, fish. Doesn't really matter about winning on those. And then Team Rumble. I said we'll pop up a Team Rumble screen that we just did. And you can see it's 3,000 damage. Lots of ARs, SMGs and that lot of damage. You can do both of them in a Team Rumble if you plan it correctly. Just get the right weapons and then finish it off. So I always drop it once I've done it, and that way I know I've done it. So and get as many as I can. So they are the missions, the challenges as I call them these days. So wish us luck. Got a long way to go. Anyway, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.